Hello everyone, Herbakes here, back with another video for you guys. And this is my first official review for my YouTube channel, and my first review for Halloween/horror movie month, where I'll be doing different reviews of Halloween related and horror related movies throughout the month of October. And ladies and gentlemen, the first movie I'll be doing for this month will be Jeepers Creepers. I've been kind of building this up for a little bit throughout the videos I've uploaded on YouTube. Now I finally have the time to sit down and watch Jeepers Creepers. Now I'm gonna give my overall thoughts of the movie and official kind of rating for it and stuff like that. I'll get more detail about that near the end of the review, but I'm gonna race since it works near the end of the review. Right now, give you a brief detail of the plot and my overall thoughts of the movie, which I may talk about some spoilers, everyone. So if you haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, I do recommend you to see the movie first before you watch my review. If you do at least know about the plot, at least if you have seen it, or at least know about the plot enough, or just simply don't care, then you guys go ahead and watch the video. So basically, the plot for Jeepers Creepers follows a plot between two siblings of a brother and sister, Derry and Trisha, where they were coming home, or they were on their way back to their parents' place, when all of a sudden, when they encounter a crazy truck driver, and they notice something that truck driver did. There, they throw something down a sewer pipe, and they discover something really bad happens out in there. But little did they know that when they discover that, they had some. They've been dealing with. They have more dark secrets that were darker things to deal with throughout the movie. So, alright, that's a brief association of the plot there, everyone. Overall thoughts of the movie and stuff like that. Well, now, everyone, I just want you guys to keep in mind that I'm not someone who watches horror films too often, so. This will be a little interesting, for me to do this, because I'll go watching more horror related movies throughout this month and stuff like that, So, the way to keep in mind, this is something this review is being judged by someone who doesn't watch horror films that often and stuff like that, So. Now, when the movies first started out, I felt like the movie was having a little bit of a slow start, I mean, I know some horror movies do that to do some build-up for the big reveal of the monsters and stuff like that, but I felt like Jeepers Creepers was going a little, dragging out a little bit in certain parts of the film, But I do feel like that it started picking up as the second half of the film. I feel like it started picking up in the second half of the film and become more effective as a horror movie overall. Definitely got more intense, like I said, became more effective as a horror film and stuff, so. My thoughts on the characters about, well, there aren't really too many characters that have too much development aside from the main characters, Trish and Derry, which, I'm being honest, I did not have very good first introductions with me. I mean, they argued a lot throughout the film, Again, their brothers and sisters, siblings do that. They do argue from time to time. And I should know, I sometimes argue with my own sisters, but I feel like this movie did it a little too much, in my own personal opinion. However, I feel like that I didn't feel like they got better as the movie went on, showing that they do care about each other and stuff. They want to make it out safely and stuff like that, so. And as for my thoughts on Jeepers Creepers as the main focus of the main monster focus of the film, Jeepers Creepers himself, I thought he was rather effective horror movie monster. You know, I mean, he definitely posed a big threat to the main characters. You know, and he showed that he was not he was not easy to take down. Like, I know there's this one scene in the movie where Trish and Derry ran over Jeepers Creepers multiple times, but with their car. But he got back up from it not too long afterwards. So he definitely became more violent as he kept revealing his true form. So so for a horror movie monster, I thought Jeepers Creepers was very effective. You know, but if guys are wondering, if I felt a fear while watching the movie, well, I'm someone who hasn't experienced fear in a very long time, you know. So it takes a lot for me to get the feeling of fear, you know. And Jeepers Creepers, well, I will say may be effective toward, you know, regular movie goers for horror films or something like that. For me personally, it did not do much for me in terms of fear. I did not feel anything, scared or anything like that. Not the movie, you know. Now there were parts where there were some parts of the movie where I was a little creeped out and stuff, but that was just about it, you know. And and I mean, like I said, this may be effective, you know, for regular moviegoers who enjoy horror films and stuff like that, but, you know, for someone like me, it wasn't that effective, you know. Now, I think that just wraps up my overall thoughts of movies, like the plot, my thought of the plot, the characters, stuff like that, and how effective, and my thoughts on Jeepers Creepers monster stuff, and whether if I felt any fear or anything like that. So, I guess it's on to my rating system, my rating to everyone now. Everyone, my rating system's gonna be a little different compared to other movie reviewers. I won't be doing a numerical reviewing score. I'm gonna be kind of doing what Emmy reviewer GR kind of does a recommendation rating system. However, instead of the three where he has the buy it, well, I guess technically four if you include the certified frosty, because, you know, the show is called Glass Reflection, you know. But anyway, so the four, I got 5. My highest recommendation is a must. But everyone would. I will, won't give numerical numbers or what. I will give, tell you what I will rate. If you guys are wondering what the rate of the movie, I will give kind of like what if I were to give the movie a numerical rating score. That tell you the range where it'd be whenever I give the recommendation rating. But anyway, my highest one would be highest recommendation score would for films is a must buy / must watch, which usually movies get like a 10 or a 9 out of 10. For me, if we're going to talk about scale 1 to 10 stuff like that, then the second highest would be a watch it rating. Sorry, let me rephrase. Would be a buy it rating. You can buy it. I do think it's good enough where you can buy a Blu-ray or DVD or something like that. Usually movies that are rated like an 8 or a 7 out of 10 for me personally get that score, but then there's the middle rating, which is a written slash stream it, where I recommend to movies. I recommend to rent or rent the movie on out a local DVD store or stream on streaming source like Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that. Then there's the ignore it rating, which movies that rate from a 4 to 3 out of 10 usually get a score where they're not the worst movies I've seen, or movies that they're not necessarily the worst movies I've seen, but don't really have much that good values in them to get that score. Or I just tell people to ignore it. Then my lowest rating is a let it burn rating, everyone, which movies that get a 2 or 1 out of 10 for me, which I consider movies that usually get that score are usually considered to be some of the worst movies. Not just movies, everyone, but this rating system can also apply for TV shows as well. And that usually whenever a piece of entertainment gets that lowest, I consider it some of the worst I've seen. Now, as for the question, which part Jeepers Creepers rolls into, well, if you're a big fan of horror movies and you enjoy getting scared and stuff like that, I do think for you guys, Jeepers Creepers is an effective horror movie. It will give you a good number of scares, but for someone like me or any of the other viewers like this, and watch too many horror movies out there, or expect something a little more from horror films, you might be a little disappointed. Now, not saying I don't regret buying Jeepers Creepers on DVD or anything like that, because because it was a pretty cheap price. I got both it and the second movie for $5 on DVD. And two, there are good elements to Jeepers Creepers. I do see it as an effective horror movie, So if DVDs are if the DVD is at a low price like that, I do recommend you do buy it on DVD and stuff. But if it's not, let's say higher than that, then probably just skip it. But overall rating for Jeepers Creepers is a rented / stream it. Like I said, for your regular horror movie goers out there, I do think you would probably get a good kick out of Jeepers Creepers. But for people that are expecting more horror films and stuff like that, or just aren't interested or haven't seen horror films that often, it might be a little disappointing, I say if the Jeepers Creepers is at a cheap price, like how I got it, my retail stores nearby me and stuff, I do recommend you buy a DVD, But if it's higher than that, I'd say higher than that or something like that, and I do recommend you just watch it on. Just rent the DVD or just watch it on Netflix or Amazon Prime or any other streaming service that the movie may be available on. Otherwise, then just skip the movie, Alright, well, that's my first review for a horror movie about everyone. My next review will be of Jeepers Creepers 2, the sequel to the first one, so we'll see if Jeepers Creepers 2 is any better than Jeepers Creepers 1. Everyone don't forget that I'll also be reviewing the new Wonder Woman movie out, so I also got that on DVD, so I will be doing a review for that movie whenever I eventually get to watching the movie and stuff, so I expect more reviews and more different kinds of videos for me to release throughout the month of October. Talk about horror movie related stuff, and non-horror movie related stuff, There's all different kinds of videos throughout my channel throughout the month of October. That's all for now, everyone. Until next time, this is Heartbake, signing out.